Hello, my wonderful spirit guides. Today I'm doing a Patreon request, and that is for Kimbra, A Reckoning. And I know that this came out earlier this year. I don't know what the date was. Oh, it was released January 27th, 2023. So at least it's still in 2023 that I'm reacting to it now. I'm looking forward to it actually, because there's one... Well, I know the song that when she did Somebody That We Used to Know. Yeah, I think everyone knows that one. She also, when I was in college, we watched her do a loop pedal cover of this song called Plain Gold Ring, and I became obsessed with it. I watched it so much, and it really made me want to do like a loop pedal thing. I never actually got to try it, not yet anyway. But I found her very creative and inspiring, and her voice is just something else, something that actually I weirdly related to, because she's got quite a quirky voice, and I'd say my voice is a little bit different. Well, so people tell me. And she just does certain things with her voice that I understand and relate to, so I've always kind of liked her voice. And yes, the patron who requested this... So I've just put out a post on Patreon saying I can't remember who requested Kimbra. I've had it like written down and in my Patreon request list, but I forgot to put a name next to it. Like I usually will have a name next to it. I've got a couple like that, but usually I can go into the messages and figure out who it was, and sometimes I just remember who it was. But now I cannot find, for the life of me, who requested it. And now I'm starting to think, like, did anyone request it? Because I saw a couple people request it on YouTube. Now I'm just not so sure. Did I just make this up? I feel like I've gone crazy. I'm sure someone wrote it though, because I've got the way it's like written down is like I copy and pasted it. You know, I could tell I copy and pasted it. So I must have copied it from somewhere. I just do not know who from at all. And now I'm like, what did I do? How weird. I've been here for a good 10 minutes trying to look for it. But anyway, I'm still going to do the album because I'm here now and I'm happy to. And I do know that some people wanted to see this. I don't know how well it will do on YouTube or anything like that. But I do know there was a couple of you that would like to see it. So... I'll do it happily, of course. I'm just so confused at like who actually requested it or if anyone actually did. How very bizarre. But anyway, if you would like to go on Patreon, even though I might forget who you are, well, yeah, anyway, please do. And you can join their album request tier. I think there's still a couple spots in there. You can join the middle tier where you get song request videos, and you can also like... you know, make requests for movies and stuff, because I'm trying to do some movie reactions now. I'm having a lot of fun with that. I've only done a couple, and like the second one is what they were very far apart, but I'm trying to get more into it. And the first tier, you know, the bottom tier, it's just for support, kindness, but you also get to watch all my videos uncut, early access, and exclusive videos too. So yes, all of that lovely stuff. But anyway, I think I've said all this already, haven't I? I don't know anymore. Been sat here too long. But yeah, so yeah, let's get into it. The first song is called Save Me. Let's go. Ooh.
I'm the accident waiting to happen.
Yeah. It does feel like teetering on like a balancing pole or something.
So determined to say
It's quite Bjork, actually.
I lack the courage to take care of myself.
That gated verb.
Turn this car around. I need somebody. So go save me.
Wow.
I'm sinking into my feelings.
Okay.
And I'm scared that
Her voice. She sounds a bit like Christina the Queen's there.
I might look capable, but I'm not. These days you're all that
Wow, what a vulnerable intro.
under the covers. I don't wanna come out until you make me feel alive.
Wow. I've got so much to say already.
to take care of myself,
myself.
but I spend my time on suffering. I need your body only when the morning comes. I'm sinking into my feelings and I'm scared they're gonna drown my confidence. I'm not, these days you're all that I've got. You're all that I got now. Save me, go on and save me. I might look capable, but I'm not. These days you're all that I've got.
What the hell?
These days you're all that I got.
Wow. What? Okay, now. That is stunning. So artistic, actually. And I was saying about how I find her to be artistic. And whatever, just from what I have seen of her. And of course, most artists are artistic, of course. I mean, I'm not crazy. But she just has some flair about her that, like, I even said it reminded me of Bjork a little bit when I was first listening. And when I think of people like Bjork, I think of them as people that aren't just like, you know, singers and performers. They are real artists. They have an artistry in what they do. And her voice is such a mixture of sounds. I got a little bit of Christine and the Queens, especially when it was in the chorus, just that, save me. I can't even do it like the way they do it, but it had that real, like, I don't know, solidness to it that sounded good. But it's strong and emotive too, and she was so vulnerable in parts. Oh my god, just like the lyrics are vulnerable. I don't even know, there were some little bits with the instrumental that reminded me of FK Twigs as well, though, really randomly. Fallen alien, what is it? I'm a fallen I don't know, I can't remember. I think it's called Fallen Alien, but it had like a, you know, da 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 da. That one. That one. Oh, and another one, massive one, gave me a lot of Beth Gibbons, lead singer of Portishead. Absolutely, I could hear a lot of that in there as well. But I absolutely loved how it was such a tense, kind of weird instrumental in the verse that felt a little bit like I said, a balancing act. And she even says, like, I'm the accident waiting to happen. It's just a matter of time. Back of the car again, wondering why I got so determined to say. And then it goes into pre-chorus where it goes into that, like the right of your ear in like a gated kind of verb, and gated verb being like the reverb is so short. You know, it's such a short distance that it sounds like you're just in a very, like, there's a little bit, you know, of reverb, but not a lot. You know, you know what I'm trying to say. It's just like tight, but it was to the side, and it was interesting, like very interesting that she had it like that. It felt like talking to a friend who was next to you, telling you about something, you know, very intimate in that way. And she says, I lack the courage to take care of myself. And oh my gosh, just that in general, that's such a line. It's not like I lack the capability. I know how to. I'm just not brave enough to look after myself. And that's a real thing. A real thing. People who struggle with day-to-day things, who get stressed and overwhelmed, you know, it could be really scary to do everything by yourself. And she's saying she lacks the courage. She isn't brave enough to know how to do that. Maybe she's been codependent for so long that, like, being independent is terrifying. And then she says, well, ain't that a turn on, babe? And I think that is her being, you know, sarcastic. Turn his car around. I need somebody to hold me when the morning comes. It's almost like she's driving. It's weird. It's like she's driving away from someone who hurts her, but then she's scared, so she's driving back to them. and being like, I need someone to hold me. I can't do this on my own. I'm too scared to be alone. And then in the chorus, so go on and save me. I'm sinking into my feelings. I'm scared they're going to drown my confidence. Oh, like her emotions are drowning her confidence to leave, maybe, you know, her, I'm leaving. But then her feelings, that little bit of like, oh no, but like, I can't leave. I can't, like, I'll be alone, you know, that those feelings start to drown out that confidence. It might be like that. Then she says, go on and save me. I might look capable, but I'm not. These days, you're all that I've got. That's heartbreaking. That really is heartbreaking. And then in verse 2, I'm the acrobat turning around inside of that circuitry mind. Under the covers, I don't want to come out until you make me feel alive. You know, it's like depending on someone to make her feel happy and alive. Like it's a very codependent sounding relationship. She feels like she's an acrobat turning around inside of that mind, you know, just circuitry mind going in circles, and she's, you know, anxious, but she needs someone else to like bring her out of that. Yeah, that's sad as well. And it's understandable. We all do need someone now and then to help us out of like a situation, but you can't depend on it forever, especially not one singular person. She then says, I've got money to take care of myself, but I spend my time on suffering. Nice play with the words there. Just this time around, I need your body, if only when the morning comes. You know, just that time, like, you know, I just need you around me, even if it's just like the hard parts, like mornings. So like maybe mornings are hard for her. She's like, even if you're just around for the hard bits, I can do the other bits. Yeah, and then she repeats the chorus, and then the outro just says, go on. Lovely. Okay, what has Kimbra said about the song? I think it was a sort of admission on how I'd lost myself a bit and looked to someone else to pick up all the pieces, and how that feels really good sometimes to ask someone to save you. Surrender is so important to personal growth. When you admit, I'm really quite broken right now. And then on the rest of the record, we start going into the psyche and the madness, and then reclaiming sexuality and being like, no, I'm a strong woman. But save me is the first step of being like, I've given over the power to someone else, and now I need to find it for myself. Absolutely. And you know what's funny? Oh, I don't ever find out who, requested this. Maybe I just needed to listen to it. But it looks like I've got a notification. It was Marek. Okay, Marek Herring. Thank you. I'm reacting to it as we speak. Okay, that's so funny. I thought it might have been Marek, but I couldn't find the messages we exchanged, and I didn't have it written next to it. How funny. Thank God he was online. Because I'd hate that. I'd hate that if I went on not knowing. I mean, it would have been cool because this song is kind of speaking to me right now. You know what I mean? Like really speaking to me. So yeah, quite magical how it works like that. Do you know what? That happens so much. It's so weird. Like when I do my Patreon reactions or YouTube reactions, I'll start listening even if I'm feeling down, and then suddenly one of the songs in the album will just speak to me. It doesn't happen all the time because that'd be ridiculous, but it happens a lot. And this one's really speaking to me because, not to get too personal, but like I've been going through a lot of depression. I think everyone knows this by now, but I've also been trying to be independent because I feel like being more independent will help me better myself. So I'm trying to be doing hard tasks that I'd usually get someone else to do, basically. But I've been trying to do them myself and, just get on with it. And it's been really good, actually, but it can be really difficult too. So I relate. I really do relate. But anyway, next song. I'm so glad I found out. Thank you, Marek, for this, by the way. But yeah, next song is called Replay. Wasn't expecting that.
Well, I'm all play, I don't hate, don't wanna fight, but I don't want the movies to play in my mind. I don't wanna be followed around.
That gives me James Blake with that instrumental. What? I wasn't expecting this the dynamics.
All I see is all that they.
Kind of reminds me of Britney there. In automatic.
I'm on role play, smile and wave, say that I'm fine, make an ally of the sun so I
Who
can
the
stay
hell
in the
produced
night.
this? Brooks, Kimbra, and Ryan Lott.
I don't wanna be caught in the crossfire of your love. All I see, all that stays, pictures of us on replay. All that pain, pictures of us on replay. On replay, on replay, on replay, on replay, on replay.
This is so different. So much percussion. That's so good. Oh my god, the percussion is insane. So many fun parts, you know, but where the percussions are placed, it's all kind of around the head when you're listening. Oh, so good. Eclectic and different and pieced together in interesting ways. It was like pop, but very like experimental as well. Oh my god, it was just a million different things. What the heck? I'm interested in what it's about though. There isn't much written about it, but I might just like have a little brief look at the lyrics and see what I get from it. It kind of like, if we're going off the first song, it kind of sounds like this person is roping her back in again, you know, she's saying, what are you doing in my head? Like, why are you in my head? You know, I can't get caught up again. I can't get caught up on this love, on this bullshit. You know, what's the matter with my head? Stuck in automatic. You know, that's awesome. Like, she's like, oh, you know, I can't control myself around you. When you get in my head, I just end up like doing what you want. Oh, yeah. So, and then she's like, what are you doing with my brain? I'm the master of my domain. I control what I do. What you're putting in my head can't stop the replay. Again, the whole circle can't stop going back to you. It just becomes this like on and off again kind of relationship. Oh my gosh, I loved it when she says, but I don't want the movies to play in my mind. Because she goes, but I don't want the movies to play in my mind. Not, that was not the notes whatsoever. But it became like, you know, harmonious. Lots of harmonies were there. Well, I think maybe a couple at least, or one, but it was the way it was reverb and it felt cinematic. And I have to say, it's one of my favourite things when people match lyrics to sound. It just like really sets a scene and makes you feel something and see something. I love that. Saying drunk on your touch like a moth to fire. Yeah, obsessed with this person, just really in love with them, but maybe it's like a toxic love by the sounds of it anyway. Yeah, she says, you trigger my freeze or fight or flight, which is interesting. I can't rewind or fast forward in time. I'm running circles like a muse with no head. And when it said head, the long reverb was cool. Like, it's almost like she's like falling further away, if that makes sense. Nothing beautiful is yet to be spared. Oh, that's so cool. And like, it's interesting that she says you trigger my freeze or fight or flight, because like, that's not a good thing. And by triggering those things, it means the person that she's with might like resemble someone in her childhood that wasn't so great, you know? Which is, I don't know, just very cool. It's like a sister song to Replay by Lady Gaga. I replay. You know, it's like kind of like, it could be like sisters sort of thing. I love that. And then, yeah, she pretty much then goes, oh yeah, there's a third verse. She says, I'm on role play, smile and wave, say that I'm fine. Make an ally of the sun so I can stay in the light. Because I don't want the dark to sneak up like a spy. See what you've done. I can't sleep through the night. Yeah, just her saying I'm on role play, smile and wave. You know, it just sounds like that whole kind of situation of not being fine at all. but just putting on a face, masking it, just so that you don't have to tell people your problems or not to upset anyone else. Make an ally of the sun so I can stay in the light. I like that, like become friendly with the sun so that I can stay in the light, whether that be metaphoric or true, because I don't want the dark to sneak up like a spy. See what you've done. I can't sleep through the night. That's interesting, isn't it? Like, I can't sleep through the night. Maybe she's thinking about them. She wants to be with them. Like the darkness and stuff. That's when she starts thinking. That's when she starts like feeling lonely and all those things. So the sun and the daytime is like her savior, which is so understandable in many situations, not just to do with breakups, but just bad thoughts alone, I don't want to be caught in the crossfire of your love, but I don't want to feel nothing without you around. Yeah, I mean, tale as old as time. It's painful, isn't it? But it's crazy that like this song has such a deep kind of meaning in some of those verses, and then like it has that such fun on replay, on replay, just so it felt like a Britney number. It really did in those little parts. Fun. But anyway, I am going to move on, and we have got Gun. Also using this new mic. I'm not used to using a mic, and so I'm not used to being like here all the time at a perfect distance for it, or like here, closer. Because I'm always like this, flipping around, listening. It's just what I do, so I hope it sounds okay though. But yes, anyway. Yes, Gun, let's go. What? Okay. Very subby.
I earned the right to talk this way. Ain't no one gonna make me change.
Ooh.
I'm the shit to shout my name. I earned my right to walk this way. Look at the goddamn life I made.
Wow.
Well, I done my time in the gutter. Ain't bowing down to another. Ooh, back then we were so good. Don't you smile in my face, 'cause the words that you say feel like a gun to my head. Ooh,
What?
I'm here 'cause you saved my life. The words that you say feel like a gun to my head. Gun to my head. Ooh. I'm right to fight
Just
this
like-
way. I lick the dust when I get caged. Ooh, back then we were so good. Don't you smile in my face. I'm through. Pay my price, sacrifice for you. Feel like a gun to my head. I done my time in the gutter. Breaking through all the smoke screens you put up.
Ooh. Full circle. What? Wow! That's so impactful. Ooh. Oh my god, it's absolutely insane. Insane. Wow, we've had so many different like sounds on this album already, and it's only 3 songs in. Oh my god, that absolute grit and like rasp in her tone is fantastic. It's so raw. And I just loved how, it felt like a song that could be really popular, if you know what I mean, like it could be on the radio, bar the fact that all the instrumental is going off in this insane experimental way that isn't like, super radio friendly, I guess. I mean, it's radio friendly, but it's not really mainstream. It's experimental for sure, but I absolutely loved it. What did you go? I can't remember it now, but it's like, oh, so good. the way it did it on that is very pop, very mainstream. Having like the same melody and flair on those bits, very catchy. But it's just other bits. And the way it would like, you know, I've done my time in a gutter gutter, and it would be like, done my time in a gutter gutter, and then pull back. Okay, so it'd pull back and then throw you in for like a second, pull you back out of it, throw you in for a second. You know, it's like very tense. And then in the chorus, you kind of really get into that rockier sound, but it still does a pull back and pull and push sort of effect with the whole like, you can never fully let yourself go mental to it because it's like, there's so many holds, which I love about it. It's crazy. And she sounds like, her vocals sound almost like different on every track so far. So when I said earlier, like, oh, I relate to her vocal style, I guess I was only really hearing one style that she does. And now I'm hearing all these, I'm like, wow, there's so much more to be inspired by. Like, I find her extremely inspiring, vocally for one, but then also I'm listening to her songs here and I'm like, wow. Just even more. I'm becoming a fan very quickly. But yeah, I'll look at the lyrics. I should really be wearing my glasses. Yes, I always forget about the old glasses. I know I'm meant to be wearing them, and then I start squinting and being like, oh, too bright. And then remember, oh yeah, I wear glasses. Okay, anyway. Verse 1, she says, I earned the right to talk this way. Ain't no one gonna make me change. I earn the right to say, I'm the shit, so shout my name. I earn my right to walk this way. Look at the goddamn life I made, but you don't know the price I paid. That's interesting. And like something else I wanted to mention, and I think Marek will like this, because it did remind me of Natalia Kills a little bit. Like it just did, like the words, the feeling, the sound of the voice, the distortion. It gave me a little bit of Natalia Kills, I can't lie. But anyway, I like that power she's bringing back to herself now. Like, I earned the right. I earned it, you know, and no one's going to make me change now. And I love how she's like, I'm the shit, so shout out my name. It's so much stronger than that first song. And it's only the third song in. It's interesting. It's like a trio of songs, really, isn't it? Like the whole, like, start being like, I need you, to the second bit being like, I'm really trying to get away from you now, but you are actually pissing me off because you keep trying to pull me back in. It's actually really, really pissing me off now. Actually annoying. So stop. And then this one's like, almost like in the future being like, look, I am where I am now because I got away from you. And I earned all of this by being strong and getting there as an independent woman. That's so cool. She even says in the chorus something like, oh yeah, she goes, paid my price, sacrificed for you. I ain't here because you saved my life. The words that you said feel like a gun to my head. I just love that lyric too. It's so visceral. And when people find unique ways to say you hurt me, and they are characterized in ways that are so violent like that, like a gun to my head, like it is just put so perfectly. And like you imagine those words just being that bad, you know? You could feel that pain. I earned my right to fight this way, was misunderstood and underpaid. I licked the dust and I liked the taste. Oh, that could also not be about relationship at all. It could also be about record labels, right? Now I've earned to be where I am now, without the help from you lot who are meant to be helping me. You know, instead you underpaid me and treated me like crap. So this could be a real message to a record label or the music industry. I don't know who or whatever, but that is very, very cool. There's so many songs like that nowadays, aren't there? It's crazy to think about. I love that though. They always get shown for who they really are, these record labels. Not being mean, but some of them, they're just terrible. I watched a whole like thing on the Pussycat Dolls the other day, and it was like they were getting paid like unreal how little they were being paid for what they were doing. It's just absolutely mad, but I was just like, that is gross. But anyway, let's move on. Now we have The Way We Were. Oh, I haven't got my headphones in. What am I like, eh? God, the lighting is getting crazy up in here. Look at this. That's going to be in my eyes shortly. Right, anyway, let's go. The Way We Were. So rich. Has a little bit of a Latin feel.
Is this the way we fall out of love? No drama, no what's planned. No throwing hands up in the air. No arrival at the end. You say it's me, I say it's not about you. No color, no exodus. No harm and no accidents. The end never comes like you thought it would. I've been trying to hold tight to something good. I miss the way we were. Out of sight, out of mind, it's out of my head. I had a vision somewhere it took a turn. Now I miss the way we were. I miss the way we were.
Nice little halftime.
After everything I said and left undone, no touch, no.
It's got a little bit of a jazzy feel to it too.
This is the place.
Ooh.
You helped me and said, go to star cars, lonely fools, get late night in swimming pools. Time away from so bad, so cool. The end never comes like you thought it would. I've been trying to hold tight to something good. I miss the way we were.
I love her cadence, rhythm, timing.
I had a vision somewhere it took a turn. Now I miss the way we were. I miss the way we were.
I miss the. Ooh.
I miss the way we were.
Oh, I love that.
I miss the way we were. I miss the way we were. I miss the way.
Beautiful.
I miss the way we were.
We both did like a little inflection there. Wah. She was like, wah. That's what she did. And I was like, wah. Or something like that. How funny. Okay, yeah, that one felt like it could pop off easily on the radio, even though it still was a little bit experimental in places with a you know, it was very like gulpy and like globular. I always call sounds like that globular. It's like a weird globular effect to it. You know, right, listen to the word globular and then listen to the globular, right? It just is. It just sounds globular. What can I say? Interesting. Yeah, it just seems like she's saying she misses the way they were, you know? Is this the way we fall out of love? Is this the way we say it's enough? No drama, no exit plan, no throwing hands up in the air, no arrival at the end. Is this the time you try to tell the truth? You say it's me, I say it's not about you. No colours, no exodus, no harm, no accidents, no taking back what I said. The end never comes like you thought it would. I've been trying to hold tight to something good. Is it the point of no return? Because I miss the way we were. Interesting. It sounds like a breakup where things just end. You know, like love fizzled out. The connection kind of just disappeared. The paths grew apart, you know? And then it's like you're just left missing what you once had. You miss the old times where you were really on the right path. You were connecting like nothing else, you know? It's kind of a simple song, really, but it's painful and relatable. But yeah, I am going to move on. I'm not going to go deep into that one. I don't think it needs too much of a deep analysis. I just have a little bit about what Kimbra said there. I'm always interested in those parts. So she says, when you go through the emotions of gun, there is an ease at the end of that. When you have a catharsis and you feel like I can move, I can relax a bit now. It's that tenderness back again. It's like, I'm so angry at the way you effed me over, but then also I miss my relationship with these men that worked with me early on in my career. It was also a beautiful time and they gave me a leg up. Oh, nice. So like the gun one must have actually been about what I was thinking, being underpaid and whatever. But she's also softening it, you know, no hard feelings at the end of the day. Like, yeah, it really, really pissed me off, but I'm also grown and I'm here now. I'm at where I want to be. So in the end, I ended up where I needed to be. So I can't be too upset about it. That's kind of lush, actually. I love how it does feel like a relationship, like a proper relationship with one person, but really it's about the industry and the people she worked with there. I keep remembering that now I've got a mic, I really don't need to shout. I'm sorry, but I spend so much of my time shouting when I do my videos. I can't help it. I just get excited as well, so guess that's why I shout. Do you know what's funny? Because my partner the other day, he was out in the hallway and I was doing my videos. Like, you're so loud when you do your videos, and I was like, am I? It's like, yeah, you're like shouting. I was like, really? I guess because like I've had to so that you can hear me properly, but now I've got a mic, I don't even have to, and I'm like, oh, I've got to get used to that. I don't want to be blowing your ears off. I think it'll be fine. I've got a compressor on it, so if it starts sounding too harsh, you know. But anyway, next song is called New Habit. Oh, has Kimbra always made music like this?
Got a new habit. I need you so much I can't stand it. I got a new habit.
She sounds so sweet here.
Hey,
Those 808s
kisses got
hitting.
the pattern.
Ooh, the sample of those vocals.
Cause you're my new habit. You know, my new habit is you. Wouldn't quit it even if I could.
Oh, that's cute.
Wouldn't quit it if I could. Wouldn't even quit it if I could. Is it a bad cycle to need your love for my survival? Keep taking candy from you like a child.
Ooh.
The passion is taking action. It's a circular reaction. I'm my new fashion, you keep it ice cold. You know, I gotta have it. Oh, my new habit is you.
Ooh.
Would it feel like I wanted to? Tell me why can't you try?
Wow, so many dimensions. Ooh. That gave me chills. Oh. Ooh. Nice. Again, another one that feels like it could be super popular, actually. And I love the vocal sample there. I think it was sampled in a way that I understand. And I think most samples, a lot of samples are sampled in this way. But you can I'll explain it a little bit just for people who might not know. But when you can sample a track, say in Logic, which I used, I could go, ah. So I did that, sang it, and then I could convert it to a sampler track. And then you can play it on your keyboard and find some of the chopped up pieces like, oh, and you can just put them all together, and it sounded like they did that exactly here, just chopping one long vocal and finding bits they like and placing them together in a cool way. I really love that. I enjoy that very, very much. And they did it well. And they did it in like not just that part with the main like that main backing vocal, that whatever it was doing. But she had it in her vocal a little bit, in little bits as well, which is cool. Yeah, it seems like a pretty cute song. Very much like, I got a new habit, I need you so much, I can't stand it. The fact that her new habit is just needing them and running back to them, making them a true addict. All your kisses, gotta have them. I don't understand it, but I don't ever want to break the pattern. Again, going back to that kind of obsession she was having with this person earlier on in the album. And then she says, tell me, do you feel it too? If I made a habit of loving you, would it feel like I want it to? And it's like a new habit because maybe it's a new person. She might be repeating the same cycle of feeling like overly obsessed by a person or very much, you know, into someone in a big way, but it's a new person. I'm not entirely sure. But, you know, it does seem like the start of a relationship, a crush, if anything. She's there saying, do you feel it too? Because, like, maybe the habit won't be so bad if you feel like that way too. We could both be addicted to each other and it won't really matter. Then she says, tell me, why can't you try? If I made a habit of loving you, I don't want to play the fool for you, but it feel like I want it to, you know, all these backing bits as well. But I'll do what I have to do. I don't want to play the fool for you, but I'll do what I have to. Very much like saying she wants to try this out and she really hopes that they want to try it out, and she doesn't want to be a fool if they don't like her back, but she will play the fool because she's addicted. She even says, you're my new habit. I know I gotta have it. Wouldn't quit it even if I could. Whatever she said, she did it in like a really, really cute way that I loved, actually. The chorus was probably my least favourite part in melody wise. I found it a little bit generic, which is so funny because like she's got such interesting sounds on this album. But the chorus was a little too like for me, but the rest of it was absolutely fantastic. I love that wouldn't quit it even if I could. That bit got me so much, and that's on the chorus. So yeah, that saved the chorus in a way. I'm just gonna go get myself a nice little fizzy drink. I have genuinely done quite a bit today. First of all, well, I went to the zoo basically. And then after the zoo, we got ice cream. And then I sat down on the grass with all the daisies. And there was this one butterfly with like, he could still fly, but he had like little tears in his wings. And he could fly really well. He was totally fine. But he kept coming, because me and my daughter made daisy chains. And we're holding our arms. People must have thought we looked hilarious when they're lying on the floor like, with one arm out like, be our friend, please. And waiting for the butterfly to come land on us, which he did multiple times. And yeah, we felt like absolute Disney princesses. So yeah, I'm quite exhausted actually. I've done so much. But I'm really enjoying this though. And like I didn't have to do a video today, I just really wanted to. So here I am. Look at this though. It's so cool. Oh, look at all the crazy fun to be had with sunshine and kaleidoscope glasses. Whoa! Right, anyway, enough of that messing around. Yes, okay, what song are we on? We are on GLT. Let's go.
Hey, me again. Just wanted to say that the last few weeks with you have been amazing. I'm not looking for anything too serious at the moment, but like definitely keep in touch with me.
Save your story, I don't need the bad boy. You just wanna waste my time, don't you worry, I'll be out of your life. Faster than a bad night, ride or die for me. Yeah, no more running, I deserve this. A real talk love, yeah.
Wow.
Baby, tell me that you do. I want that kind of love that stays forever. I wanna be like what I got.
That trap beat.
Yeah, I want a real talk love. I'm a girl like that. If I'm gonna pull on these for another one, say please. If you ever
Kind of R&B, right?
get a girl like that, you don't want me to do all the things that you do.
She's literally rapping here.
To validate you. Boys don't cry, girls be whining. What's the point of stereotyping? So I'm not like this, I'm not like that. Nope. Blow a kiss, then break your back. Baby, tell me that we're cool. I'm a girl like that.
Oh, that's simple.
Never gonna fall on knees for another one, say please. Sorry.
I love this. And a girl like that. Ooh, Eric the Architect.
Options. I watch you while you blossom. I add you to my roster. Yeah. I know at times I could be obnoxious. You want and love it, then you hate the process. Need a strong woman that won't tend to gossip. Irritation exceeds me. I love a challenge, girl. You make it look easy. Running game, run across out of cheek seats. You got your own, so don't act like you need me.
You're amazing, and you know someone's gonna really want to be with you for sure. You know, you're
Who
beautiful.
is this on the
Keep trying.
voicemail?
Keep finding the one 100%. You know, I don't know if it's me, but great to meet you. Good luck in the next financial year.
Oh my god. Good luck in the next financial year. Is Kimbra English, actually? I want to know. Let's have a look. Plain gold ring on his finger. She is stunning, actually, isn't she? Really different looking as well. Oh, she's actually from New Zealand. Interesting. Wow, that song was really cool. Had like a proper trap beat, and then she obviously starts like rapping too. She had that kind of little bit of attitude in her voice, you know, that kind of That was really cool. Again, changing and manipulating that tone she has. Fucking fantastic. Yeah, that was kind of different. And normally when you have like a track on like say a pop album and you get like a rapper on it and whatever, it doesn't always turn out to be amazing. Eric the Architect fit in perfectly with the song. It felt like it was made for him just as it was made for her. It felt really right, and his tone really matched the song too. It's like they had similar tones but like a male and female version of them, if you know what I mean. Oh my god, it was so fun. It was really fun. I liked all the way she said things and I don't know, the way it felt, but like that whole voicemail, I'm like, who is the voicemail? Is it real? Or did she get one of like someone she was working with to do it? I don't know, because it sounded weirdly real, but weirdly not. It sounded like just one of those guys that like, I mean, you get it. I love how she comes in after the intro, like, save your story. I don't need the bad boy. You just want to waste my time? Don't worry, I'll be out your life faster than a bad night. This time, I need a love to ride or die. Ride or die, ride or die for me. Yeah, no more running. I deserve this. A real talk love. Yeah. Being like, I'm not messing around no more. Look at this stupid lighting. I look ridiculous. But, you know, I'm not messing around anymore. I'm not dealing with all this. I need some real love and don't waste my time. Then she says in the pre-chorus, I still think about you, lay down beside me, tell me that you do. Again, kind of going off like the last song with the whole, tell me you want this. You know, they very much correlated. She says, I want the kind of love that stays forever. Yeah, I want the kind of love that they'll remember. I want to feel like what I got is enough. I want real talk love. Yeah, true. Like, I want to feel like what I got is enough. Like, I've had enough of feeling like I'm not enough. Yeah, I totally get it, girl. Oh, the whole verse 2 is actually really proper, like, got a feminine power to it. Maybe I want to be the president, or fly me to the moon and be a new language inventor. You don't want me to do all the things that you do. Looking in the mirror for someone to validate you. Ooh. Yeah, like, you don't want me to do all the things that you do, what you can do as a man. There you are, looking in the mirror for someone to validate you. You know, like, you don't want me to do all these things, but you're just because you're so weak. You know what I mean? And self-centered. Boys don't cry, girls be whining. What's the point in stereotyping? Because I'm not like this, I'm not like that. I'll blow a kiss, then break your back. I love that. Just the whole, like, you know, I'm not all like whining and like a stereotype. I'm tough, just like anything. It doesn't even matter if it's not tough like a man, tough like a woman. It doesn't matter what gender you are, you can do anything. And I love that she's saying that in this song too. And I love how Eric kind of responds to it like, girl, I ain't toxic. I'm tired of being boxed in. I weigh out all my options. I watch you while you blossom. I add you to my roster. I want to meet your papa. I'm always prim and proper, but then I talk my patois. Probably shit. Probably means I talk my shit or something. I know at times I can be obnoxious. You wanting love, but then you hate the process. Need a strong woman that won't tend to gossip. We could argue about it, but let's change the topic. Reputation exceeds me. I love a challenge girl. You make it look easy. Running game on her, courtside or cheap seats. You got your own, so don't act like you need me. I love that. That's so cool. True indeed, you're going to realise that. This is where your life at. Calling me right back. I need a girl like that. Yeah. So it's almost like he's saying, so, like, I want a girl who can do what she wants and knows how to own her own life and stuff like that, which is kind of cool as well. But I love how, you know, he says you want in love, but then you hate the process. Like, you hate the process of falling in love. That's cool. Just cool. I like it. Cool song. All right, next song is LA Type or La Type. And it's got Kimbra, Tommy Raps, and Pink Sifu. Interesting. We got more people on the track. And Tommy Raps, is it going to have another kind of rap feeling to it? I don't know, but let's hear it. Funky, baby. Here we go now.
I don't wanna be your lover. I don't wanna be your friend. Out here I've been seeing double. It's like everybody's out to win. Shoot for the stars, money and cars. Let's pop for the camera. Yeah, the sun shines all year round, and everybody's got the time.
Wow.
Your dreams come true. I'm saying to break it to you, I'm not your LA type. Don't tell me what you like.
This is so funky.
Break down, rise on the boulevard. Don't stop, you know you can get it any way you like. I don't understand it, it's just that I can't handle it. When you pull up in your Dennis, damn the kisses for life. You use and choose your time, I'm like candy on your arm. And I can see right through what you do, straight to who you are. Trying to start a movement, too cool that you lose it. Oh, you got me smelling that shit from miles away. The sun shines on your eyes.
Oh, this bit's so gorgeous.
Everybody's got the time. Then your dreams come true. All I'm saying is I don't wanna waste your time. Break it to you, I'm not your LA type. Guess I'm not that into fame in Hollywood too. Bright lights on the boulevard. Don't stop,
Wow.
you know you can get it any way you like.
Facts that opposites attract like magnets. I told this city girl that life's a beach and she ain't into that. She said she know the roles when bumping elbows with those that you meet outside of shows and fake host scenarios where everyone's professional. Like you ain't into bright lights and nice ice and fine wines and chrome pipes and hard drugs for long nights. I'm wrong, right? Plan. Let me ask you if you actually. Everybody wanna be something that makes us wannabes, but somewhere down the line you start to become what you're gonna be.
That's
Can't wait to go get it,
cool.
I'm here.
Oh,
Can't beat it, jump in, that's real. And see what's competition. Should I my real LA hitters? That Hollywood, that's where I feel you. Can't fold close, that's brother, that's sister. Big press, nice cars, go Grizz. Yeah, all I remember. Cause had
I
the
love
switches. West life different. I'm a little too retro. Yeah, head to the feet, my big halo. Yeah, lost with them all. Angels on the West Coast. But everybody wanna be a star. I'm trying to play the guitar.
nice. That's really fun. Really fun. Super fun. Lots of lyrics there. I'm not going to go through all of them, but the whole song just sounds like she's saying she's just not that LA type. She isn't that like sunshine all year round, you know, keeping her teeth so white. If you're young, willing, and able, then all your dreams come true. Very LA. But then the rappers were kind of being like coming from a different side almost again. I feel like on the other song there was a different side as well, wasn't there? A little bit. But it kind of tied into what she was saying too, but there was also like an opposing side being the male-female kind of aspect in a relationship of some sort. But here it's two different sides of like, I will never be LA. And then on this side being like, Tommy literally starts by saying, babe, it's really facts that opposites attract like magnets. I told this city girl that life's a beach and she ain't into that. She says she knows the roles when bumping elbows with those that you meet outside of shows and fake host scenarios where everyone's professional. I'm saying it's a special way of living out here on the coast. Might not have it all, but yeah, you gotta brag or boast. Can't act like you ain't into bright lights and nice ice and fine wines and chrome pipes and hard drugs on long nights and wrong right. Playing. You know, he's kind of being like, come on, you can't say you're not a little bit into these things. Come on. But he's like, I'm playing, I'm joking around. Let me ask you if you actually think your side is different, like y'all immune to capping magically. See everybody want to be something. This is my favorite. See everyone want to be something that makes us wannabes. You know? But somewhere down the line, you got to start to become who you're gonna be. That's really cool lines. But I take it like Tommy Raps and maybe Pink Sifu maybe are on like the more LA sort of side of things, and they kind of go, yeah, but you know, don't hate on it. It kind of adds a little bit of like, I don't know, like comedy, softness too, a bit of a, I don't know, it's just fun, isn't it? And then it also sounds like Pink Seafood. He's saying, Kimbra hit me like everybody out. The win, I don't even see what's competition. Shout out my real LA hitters. The Holly weird, that's word. I feel you, kinfolk close. That's brother, that's sister. Big Rams, nice car. Big rims, sorry, nice car. Gold grills, yeah, all I remember. Because had the switches. Westlife different, too little too far to reach up, like to speak up. I pulled up with the speakers out the pocket, like fly parking with the beeper, knocking heads, stepping. It's actually awesome, and because I'm a little too retro, head to my feet with my big halo. I don't know, it's actually really cool hearing how different his flow was compared to Tommy Rapp's as well. But both fit the track really great once again. Awesome. Never heard of both of them, but I thought they both did brilliant jobs. And Kimbra just, sounds so good. And like the chorus, like, hate to break it to ya, hate to break it to ya. Oh, the rhythm. It gave me a little Prince and just so soulful and funky. It had so much to it, didn't it? Right, anyway, moving on, otherwise I'll get too carried away. But I do really like that one. Really fun. It's nice just to have these fun songs, different genres. I'm really playing into those genres in a big way, and not being afraid to do so. Her little twangy, like little, yeah, I hate to break it to you, I'm not your LA type. And you know, she's from New Zealand. She isn't American, but she's using that American twang to give it that little twist. And like most singers do, it's just really good. Okay, anyway, next one is called Foolish Thinking. Ooh. Oh, featuring Ryan Lott.
Anyone can tell you that I'm no faint of heart. Fire with fire for the ones that I love.
Beautiful.
Ooh, I can't penetrate the skin. Feel I'm on the outside looking in. Who am I to tell you what to do with your life? To warrant what's wrong and what's right. It's not my place. No matter what I say, you're gonna do what you want anyway. For the pain, but that's my foolish thinking.
Yeah, damn.
Anyone can argue.
Oh, this is Ryan
I'm
Lott.
nobody's fool.
Wow.
I saw heartbreak coming and I
Wow, the fragility.
tried to orchestrate a different kind of song. Move your mouth and hands to play along.
Ooh, yes, the music, the piano.
Who am I to warrant what's wrong and what's right? It's not my place, no matter what I say. That's my foolish
That's very jazz.
thinking. Everybody's saying that you look old enough. There's no use pretending that I'm okay when I'm not. Don't make the mistakes I made and then forgot.
That's so good.
Thought I could remove the pain. Foolish thinking. Ooh.
That is gorgeous.
Thought I could remove the pain.
Oh, thought I could remove the pain. I thought I could remove the pain. Oh, I thought I could remove the pain. Oh, my God, it's absolutely stunning.
I was foolish thinking I could remove the pain.
Woo! Beautiful. Really beautiful ballad type song there. Oh, it got really dark, didn't it? Oh, it got dark when I was there, singing my little heart out. I really like where it moved. Again, it gave me a James Blake feeling with that intensity. Oh, gosh. Okay. Oh, actually, there are some things said here. So, Kimbra has said, this song means so much to me because I wrote it for my one day future human. I thought so. I weirdly thought it was like written for a child, like written for maybe, I didn't know if it was for her child or for a child that she knows, because some of the lyrics as I was following very much were saying that, especially in the verse where she started saying, oh yeah, here it is. Everybody's saying that you look old enough. Spent my nights praying that you grow up to be tough. There's no use pretending that I'm okay when I'm not. Don't make the mistakes I made and then forgot. I love that. I love that. You know, everybody's saying that you look old enough. That's seemed a little bit dark, a little bit. You know what I mean? And she's like saying, spent my nights praying that I grow up to be tough. Like, I'm not old enough. So I'm growing up. I want praying to grow up to be tough so I can be, you know, wary of people that say stuff like you look old enough, you know, so I can be tough. I can say no. I don't know if she's gone through something awful, but it kind of just sounded like that in this verse. She says, there's no use pretending that I'm okay when I'm not. Don't make the mistakes I made and then forgot. That, because normally when you make a mistake, people say, oh, you learn from your mistakes, but then there are also millions of mistakes that you make and you don't learn from them. Maybe it's not so easy just to learn that quickly. You know what I mean? It's just hard. And then who am I to tell you what to do with your life? Who am I to warn what's wrong and what's right? It's not my place, no matter what I say. You're going to do what you want anyway. Thought I could remove the pain. Foolish thinking I could remove it. Oh my God, it's so emotional, actually. You know, it doesn't matter how much I try and protect you from the world, the big dark world, and the choices you'll make. Maybe they're not so great choices. Maybe they're naive choices. But I can't protect you. You can't protect everything. If you know what I mean, you could try, but I don't know. That's difficult. That's sad. But yeah, let me keep reading into this. This song means so much to me because I wrote it for my one day future human. Like everyone, I'm terrified that I might not be equipped. That I might not be able to let go and surrender to the fact that they will inevitably experience pain. I can't imagine what that's like. I asked my co-producer Ryan Lott to join me for this tune. Having become a father, he was able to add a lived experience to my words. That's gorgeous. And yeah, I'm like, just saying it straight now, like, it's hard. And when they, you know, when your kids go through pain in any way, you know, it breaks you alongside them. It just does. It hurts. It hurts a lot. But you can teach them how to handle that, handle their emotions in those pain. And maybe you can help teach them at a malleable age where you can really, you know, mold their brains in a way that they can handle it better than even you can. Because a lot of us know the tools of what to do. We might not use them, but if you give those tools to children, it will only be better. However, there are going to be wounds there that we can't see as they grow up, you know, throughout their lives too. Wounds that even as parents, you might create. Even if you do everything right, trust me, you haven't done everything right. Because there's no such thing as perfection. All you can do is love your child, you know? Love your child, listen to them, and apologize. You know, apologize when things go wrong. And yeah, that's all you can do. But absolutely beautiful. I loved it. The early demo of this song was recorded in my East Village apartment. It was a very childlike demo. No tricky chords. I'm pretty bad at piano, to be honest. But it soon became a tapestry of sound after Ryan Lott began working on it. The music perfectly accompanies the emotions I imagine coming with motherhood. The pianos are like tiptoeing. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, they are. the attempts to make a child's path straight while having to accept that one simply can't. Finding the shaky courage to say, I have no idea what I'm doing or how to give you a perfect blueprint on this life. And that's okay. That's okay. And like, you know, I had my daughter when I was 17 years old, so I didn't know a damn thing about life yet, you know? So I had to learn life alongside creating life, alongside bringing life into this world and bringing it up and navigating their life. That's insane. I'm lucky because I learned a lot of lessons in that time, and I'm just hoping it implanted some wisdom there along the way. But yeah, it's hard and you can't be perfect. You just can't. Like I said, just love your children. Just love your damn children, okay? It's enough. It is enough. And make sure that they are, you know, all right. I feel like there's a lot of expectation as mothers to have it all figured out. I wanted to make a song that would ease that external pressure for me when my own time comes, because we will always be learning and making mistakes right alongside them. And that's okay. And that's exactly what I was just saying. Yeah, it's cool. She's got it. She's not even a mum, but she's already got the idea. She's got the idea. Regardless of your personal journey with motherhood, this is also a song about love and connection born out of adversity. Our suffering will come to be our greatest gift if we're brave enough to go through it. Oh, yes. Oh, that's gorgeous. Wow. What a power. I can't wait to hear that again with all this extra nuance. You know what I mean? I cannot wait to hear that again and just soak into it and probably just cry. Oh my flipping flip. Lovely. Absolutely love that one. All right, moving on though. We now have Personal Space. Scared the crap out of me, actually. There's been so many like hard-hitting like sounds on this album, which is like my fave.
Close every waking moment in.
She's got such a good sense of rhythm.
Hope that you'll understand. It's been a long time since I've been in my very own skin, I admit it. Oh, it's been a good while, I'm forgetting, 'cause I don't think I had time to sit in it. Oh, you're all that I do. Space.
Fuck yeah.
I need my time on my own. Just I need my place to retrace all the lines we've been.
Gorgeous lyrics.
On each other's lives and plans.
Nice.
It's not like I've met somebody else.
I relate to this so damn much.
Don't go take the wrong meaning. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you all that I'm feeling. Grow.
Damn.
You're all that I do. I ain't got nothing but love for you. True. But I know that I'll always need my personal space. I need my personal space. All our time.
Ooh, those are oohs.
I need my I need my personal space.
Beautiful. Ah, love that one. That one's so, and that is so powerful when you think of like the first song literally being like, oh, I don't want to be alone. I need you to save me. I need someone around me at all times. You know what I mean? To them being like, oh, I love you and you know you're all I do. You're all I think about, but I need my personal space. I need some time to myself. And I relate to that so much because, sorry. Just like on a personal level, me and my partner don't live together. We have a child together, all of that, but we live in literal separate houses because that's just what we find easier. You know what I mean? We just like that because exactly as Kimbra said it in that little bit where I was like, oh, I love those lyrics. When she said, I need my place to read. Oh, the sun. Why did I even bother? Why do I even bother? The bit where she says, I need my place to retrace all the lines we've been drawing on each other's lives and plans. Oh, just a moment to reflect. A moment just to be like on your own and just like think about all the things that you've got up to and all the plans and all the things that might have like been kind of taken over. You know what I mean? Like if you're with someone all the time, the plans are going to have to like shift. And also I find it so bloody hard to be productive if like, you know, my partner's here, because I just want to chat. I just want to hang out. I just want to do things, you know, I just want to be like having fun and like dossing around. Even when I'm meant to be working and I'm like, no, right, you need to get out of my bloody presence so I can actually get my work mind on. Because sometimes when he'll come in and I've got my work mind on, it ain't pretty. I ain't that nice. I'm very like, right, if he starts talking about something that's going on in his day, I'm like, okay, I've just got to go, I've got to edit this and then I've got to do that. So I can't put my brain in another space because I've been here chatting on here all like this. And then I'm like, huh, what? Things are happening? You know what I mean? I'm like, it's overwhelming. I need that space sometimes. So, and I think everyone needs that space. And I'm so glad that she's got to this point where she can say, like, sometimes I just need space. And it's not that I don't love you. It's not that I'm with somebody else. It's nothing to do with that. It's just me on my own, having a little think, having a little relax. We all need alone time. We just do. And embrace that time. So that's so cool. I love it. Oh my God. I feel so validated hearing that too, because like, it's really quite funny though, because everyone I've told, you know, when I'm like, oh yeah, we don't live together, so many people always go, oh, sounds nice actually. And I'm like, exactly. Like mostly women do. They go, oh, that sounds quite nice. Wish I had it like that. And I'm like, well, try it. You know, it feels quite nice. It just works out. It just does. It's just, especially when you've got two people with like, who are, you know, intensely insane. No, who have like, you know, mental health issues like PTSD, anxiety and all that. And sometimes it's nice just to have that a little bit of alone time. And like with that PTSD, like growing up, we were both two people who, if we had a problem, we would, you know, try and solve it by ourselves. We would need that time to kind of hide away and isolate, to you know, look after yourself, because no one else would look after you. So you'd learn to look after yourself. So even as adults, that's what we do. You're like, oh, I don't really want this, that, or the other. I just need some time to myself. And, you know, so if you're feeling sad about something, it doesn't have to be in a relationship, but just in general, sometimes you want some time alone, you know? So, I don't know, it's just really cool. It's just, yeah, perfectly. Works perfectly. And, you know, maybe one day we'll live together, but hopefully we have a bigger place, because it wouldn't matter so much if I had more bedrooms or like little spaces that I could go in, like my own office and stuff like that. Like, then it wouldn't matter so much. You know what I mean? But because like, well, my house is small, his house is relatively small. It's like, I don't know if I want to be changing anything. Like if we start living together now, what if it ruined everything? Because we've been doing it like this for so long. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like it could ruin things. I just like personal space. So get out my face, bitch. Okay, anyway, last song now, which is crazy. It doesn't even feel like we've done like a whole album, because there's been so many different genres and whatever. I've had so much fun with it. Anyway, I Don't Want to Fight. Let's go. This lighting has been ridiculous. I'm so sorry.
I don't wanna fight no more. This isn't what we signed up for. To be happy is too hard sometimes.
Right.
And hear my voice raised louder every time.
Oh.
Waging a war with the one who holds me, who's never let me down before. Help help me stop crying. Oh, I wish I could. Keep pulling the wool over my eyes. Who are we kidding?
Beautiful. What the fuck?
The sleepless nights and the second tries.
Oh, I got
Doesn't
shivers.
matter who's right. I don't wanna fight anymore. I don't wanna fight. I don't wanna fight.
She sounds absolutely so beautiful. I love the words.
If this is what we're fighting for.
What is that? A harp?
Hold me back at the wall. I'll never ever let you go. Show me the kindness that I wish I could. Keep pulling the wool over my eyes. Who are we kidding?
I love the way she does that.
Sleepless nights, the second tries, and doesn't matter who's right. I don't wanna fight anymore. I wanna know what I could do to get back.
Very theatrical.
To the sky. We're wide-eyed to the world. I know it's true.
Wow.
I clung to you for a while. Works every time.
Wow. Very Billie Eilish there. With that jazzy sort of sound. Oh, the jazz! Wow. For a moment there, the reason I had to close my eyes, especially, is because I got this great big image of like, you know, like a night sky with like these clouds in it. And then I could see like this woman in this long, very like pale pink, very delicate dress, you know, like a ball gown. And like the moon was like a crescent moon, but it was like this way round. So, you know, like that. And there was like little like ropes on each side of the points, and this woman was sat in the middle of it like a swing, like the moon was a swing. Very like Disney sort of situation, but it was like interesting seeing it like that. Like I thought that was kind of cool. But anyway, what a beautiful song. Just a whole like, I don't want to fight anymore, you know. I love that she says, my eyes are blood red from the sleepless nights and the second tries. I'm sick of all of it. I don't want it anymore, you know. I just feel like we need to, it doesn't matter who's right. I just don't want to fight anymore. Let's just stop fighting, please. Let's just bloody stop fighting. It's exhausting. But yeah, when I was reading the lyrics, I had this big sensation of like, God, that's hard. Like, and it just made me think of like how relationships can get to that point where you really are just fighting. And like I've had, like in my relationship I'm in now, I've had times where like we're just arguing for bloody weeks sometimes. You know, just moaning, arguing or snapping or whatever. But like luckily we are just like get through things on a personal level. We talk things through, and sometimes it can be difficult, but we always get to a goal, you know. We always get to like a bit where it's like, okay, I get that now. I see your side and you see my side, and you know, let's get through this. Like when all the like things in the way fall away, you know, the things in the way being like anger or irritation or like little things like, well, you didn't do this and you didn't do that. And then when that falls away and really you just start crying and you're like, I'm just feeling really weird at the moment, I'm not feeling myself, you know, then you see the vulnerable side. It can help and change things, and making plans, it can change things. But then it's just interesting because then some relationships, it's just argument after argument with no real communication to be had, no real thing to soften it at the end. Sometimes when it's a toxic relationship, the softening would be a gift, or, you know, the other person not being able to handle not being with, you know, like not being able to handle being alone and so on. So they go back to that person even though they've hurt them so much. But when you're in a, I guess, an okay relationship, you can argue, yeah, but it's about how you get through it and how you mend it, sort of thing. And then, you know, a new thing will come along, because we are ever evolving people and life hits us and does its thing, and it's hard to navigate when you're in a couple. But fighting all the time will not help that. So when you think of the song Personal Space, it's like, personal space can help that. You know, personal space can help put things into perspective too. And then coming together and talking calmly can help. But if it's just a constant fight, then what is the point? You know, what's the point? What are you really doing at this point? You're missing out on each other and the great people that you can be. So I get it. I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to fucking fight anymore. Just stop it. Stop going on. Shut your mouth. All you do is blah, blah, blah. That's what she should have put in the song. But anyway, that album was actually insanity. I'm so glad that I did this today. I wasn't expecting to. Really wasn't expecting to. I've got a premiere later as well. So the horror movie I reacted to. I do apologise for the crazy lighting in this video. I do. I thought it'd be nice when the sun started coming down. I thought, oh, it's going to cast a beautiful little golden hour moment. But no, this is what you get. Look. Oh, no, wrong way. This bloody blind has gone through it. This is what you get. You call this golden hour. I call this bloody polar bear hour. But no, look, and this too, like, what do you want from me? You want me to do a video like that, do you? No, you don't. God, it's like stinging my eyes. So, yeah, sorry about the lighting and all of that. Oh, no, I'm not shutting it again. I'm going to do the outro like this. Okay, hello. Right, yeah, so I absolutely loved how many genres there were, but also in each genre how they were like changed around. You know, some of the poppy ones were quite experimental. Then you had the funky ones with rap. We had the more ballady type ones. And honestly, the very first song of the album, I definitely thought the album was going to go in such a different direction to what it did, but it just did so many things. We even had the rocky one, Gun, which is so fun. Just so cute. There's so many little moments. She's so good with her like placement of her vocals. She's so rhythmic. She's like, she really knows what she's doing, if you know what I mean. And her voice is wonderful. I think my favourites are Replay was really cute and fun. I don't know if it's a favourite yet, but I do really like it. Gun was so cool. GLT was cool. LA Type was fun as well. Foolish Thinking, Personal Space, I Don't Want to Fight. I mean, Jim, I just like them all. I like them all, and there's not much I can say about that. I can't really pick a favourite if I like them all. All of them are my fave. But do let me know what your favourite is, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Oh my god, this lighting. Just get alive. But yes, I shall see you next time. Bye.